Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. We're streaming live on our Facebook channel and YouTube at the moment, and some of you might be listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Today I've got Colby and Taylah with me for this week's update. How are you going, ladies?
Good.
Yeah, good. Cool. Tell us a little bit about what's been happening this weekend, Colby, and this week in sales.
Yeah, so it's been, I feel like every time I'm on, I tell you how busy it is, and it's still really busy. But I think from a selling point of view, statewide, it was really interesting. I don't know if those of you that follow realestate.com news might have seen it already. We sold, Tassie as a whole sold about 76 properties over $1 million last March, which when you look at the stats over the last 10 years, that figure has nearly tripled. And we've done it in a month. So we used to sell kind of 70 properties a year back in, the early 2000s. So it's a fascinating time off the back of coronavirus and everything else that's happened. That top end of the market is just absolutely flying. And so is the bottom end. I think up to $500,000 is just nuts. Up to 7, 8, it doesn't seem to matter what bracket you're in. But it's just so interesting to watch that top end of the market really flying at the moment. Just from a market point of view. So there's a little bit more information on realestate.com.au if you want to have a bit of a squeeze and get in that kind of marketplace.
Cool. Buyer activity and new properties and things, what's happening?
Still really high. So we've got some really cool bush blocks coming on. I think just about everybody's got a bush block that we're bringing to market. So for all those people looking for those really cool kind of holiday places, there's quite a few of those coming. I know, Nick, you've got a nice one coming up in Castle Forbes. It's pretty special.
Nice this week,
a little shack down at Abel's is coming on, and some nice little residential places. So there's still a bit happening, which is pretty cool. From rental side of things.
Yeah, a bit the same. So lots happening just in everyday property management, but properties as quickly as they're coming in, they're going out. So we leased 2 last week, and we will in the next week or 2 have another 2 properties coming up. So they should both be pretty popular. One's in Franklin on the main road, and the other one will be in Ranelagh. So both pretty popular suburbs for rent. So they're exciting ones.
Any tips for your application? Getting it ready to rock and roll. We get this question a lot on the weekend when we're in the office, and it's going to fire that one to you.
Just having everything ready. I think when people are waiting for their credit reports, that's what holds them up a lot of the time. And because the properties are leasing so quickly, if you've got that handy and ready to go, that's what's holding people up the most. So having that ready, and they're not having to wait 3 to 5 days for that's the big one at the moment.
Cool.
Awesome.
I've noticed within the team having a bit more growth and more people that seem to be very efficient, and everything's going really well. So plenty of scope for dealing with the properties really well as they're coming in. Everything seems to be going like clockwork at the moment, and really well handled.
Having Maddie now, there's that extra time to really look after those new ones coming in and chase them a bit more.
Cool. And look, community-wise, we've been fairly busy over the last couple of weeks. Office generally. What are some of the events that we've been involved in, you guys have been involved in over the last couple of weeks yourself? So.
The obvious one was Anzac Day yesterday. So I attended the dawn service down in Dover, and there was a really good turnout there. In front of the cenotaph was just full. Awesome.
So my partner and I did the Hugh and Bill service, and that was really great too. It was a pretty awesome turnout. The Scouts did a great job. I'm pretty sure it was the Scouts who ran the whole thing and did the morning tea and bits and pieces. So it was nice, I think, after last year where we were all just out the front of our driveways. It was pretty nice to be able to actually get out and celebrate some of that stuff, and just have a day to be a bit conscious. So that was good. We also sponsored I know that there's a few of you that follow this that were pretty involved in the Pony Club State Dressage and Show Jumping Championships a couple of weeks ago. So our team sponsored that. We had a couple of little jump wings set up and threw a bit of cash towards prizes and bits and pieces. So that was a lot of fun. Feral weather, absolutely awful. But it was, for those of you that are horsey, it doesn't really matter. So that was, that was a bit of fun. I think we did a bit with the footy as well.
So Jordan himself sponsored the Aboriginal Indigenous jerseys for the Cogs team, and the office did the seniors. So that was last weekend's game against Signet. First time it's been done in the SFL as an Indigenous game and round. I think they're going to try and build on that, and great work from the footy club to do that. We were happy to do our bit to make it happen, and the jumpers are great, and I think they've auctioned some off and doing some great things there with them around the club. So certainly looked different, and looked really good out on the field, and well done with the club and Jordan for jumping on that within our team. So there's quite a bit of stuff happening at the moment within the office, with a few other bits and pieces coming up too. So we won't hold you guys up for too much longer on a Monday morning, but thanks for tuning in and watching this week's update. I said a few properties coming up in both rentals and sales this week, so keep an eye on the emails and the websites, and we'll see you next week on the update.
See ya.